everybody, welcome to my channel. So not so long ago I did purchase the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky collection, and I only bought the 6x6 paper pad and also the odds and ends pack, and I also did manage to find the Echo Park Monster Mash 12x12 kit, and I mixed little bit of the Monster Mash but the rest of it is all sweet and spooky. Now, out of the sweet and spooky, well, this is what was all in the sweet and spooky odds and ends. And I absolutely was so inspired by all of the colors that I saw. And I was so inspired by the different shapes and different characters and the colors. It was just so fun. I honestly didn't think that I was going to be creating in Halloween in October, because I had previously done it at the far earlier stage of this year. But I was just so inspired and I felt like I really wanted to try. So I am going to move this container load of stuff and I will show you what I got to make. I have just so enjoyed making everything, you guys. Now, some of the things I did die cut prior, like spider webs and things like that. And I was also able to have a little bit of a die cut pack that I was able to find at Kmart here in Australia, which was a little Halloween die cut pack. And I will show you what I did with those as well. So where shall I start? I might start off with whatever's at the front and just grab it and show you. So I had a potion die, which I also got from the AliExpress a while ago, and it came in a set of 3, and I think I got that one from Panelisa Craft. But it had 3 different shapes of a bottle, and it wasn't meant to be a Halloween type of potion bottle, but I am calling them potion bottle because that's what I've been using it for. So here is the circular one here. Now I actually have that one. See, it looks like that. Now, I have just left it like this because these are not easy to cut off, you guys. So I just left it like this. So there's 3 different shapes. So here is one. And instead of cutting out the top part of the bottle lid, I used the Maggie Holmes Market Square sticker piece, you guys, because it was black and white. Just perfect for Halloween. And that flower is also from Maggie Holmes Market Square. And mainly everything here is Doodlebug's Sweet and Spooky. Love that so much. Here is another potion bottle with this character. And I got to use the little love word die cut. And I used several of the stickers from the Monster Mash 12x12 kit as well. Now that 12x12 sticker, I only have these left, you guys. See, I used up all of those stickers. I just so enjoyed it. I just loved all the characters I saw. Here is another one where I have been fussy cutting the tiny characters off the 6x6 paper pad. It says, love you this much. This one here has no words, but I really love everything. And I have this one here. I love that witch. She is so, so sweet. And she's holding that Frankenstein lollipop. And for the lid, I just used those cloth heart pieces that you can get from AliExpress. Here is another one. Now, you guys, I don't normally like using owls in my creation, but the Doodlebug owls, they are very, very cute, I must say. Here is another fun one I did. So in the Sweet and Spooky pack, there are many acetate pieces, and this one is a spider web. And I used the same matching color paper. And then it says make a wish. Instead of the lid part of the potion bottle, I used the squirmy worms. And I also used the Nuvo Drop Gold Coast Glitter Drop color to accent the worm pieces. There's that one. So I'll move those a little bit to the side. I have more of those, or is that all my potion bottle? That's all my potion bottle. Okay, then this is the bit of the Monster Mash Now I wanted to make a border strip type of embellishment so I can use these for future journal making or to use it as a bag topper. So I mixed and matched some of the sticker pieces from Monster Mash and also did some fussy cutting out of a large 12 by 12 paper. Like this is paper, sticker, sticker, sticker. And I also had these little pink ghosty sequins, which I tried to stitch on there straight, but it became a bit wonky, but I think that just adds it to the style. Here is another one where I utilized the glittery washi tape. And I also used the border strip that said Monster Mash. And I combined the Monster Mash characters with the Doodlebug character, cut apart piece. Here is another fun one where I combined the Doodlebug, Sweet and Spooky, and the Monster Mash characters. And I also got to use some larger size iridescent sequin pieces to stitch on at the bottom. I just love all of the sweet treats that are in the pumpkin bucket. And I think this girl is so sweet. Here is another one where I used two different sizes of the sequins. And I basically added a lovely iridescent border to the bottom. Here's another one where I did that sequin stitching as well, and I absolutely love it. Honestly, you guys, the Monster Mash and the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky is a perfect combo to use. Now this pumpkin here, now this was a pumpkin die cut that I was able to purchase from Kmart here in Australia. It was a little pack for $4 and it had like spider die cuts and spider webs and moon shape and the star and the pumpkin. Now I used that pumpkin and turned it into one of these Halloween treat buckets. So to do that, I needed a handle, right? So at first I thought I'm going to cut it freehand with my scissors, but I remembered that I actually had a basket die and the handle size was absolutely perfect for this. So I got to add some Sweet and Spooky candies on the back, and I also used the Monster Mash little cute skeleton type character paper. I'm normally not the one to like skeletons, but the Monster Mash skeleton character is very adorable, I thought. The next one I have done is using that spider web die cut that was in the Kmart pack. I added on the glittery star to the spider web and added these Doodlebug characters, and I gave her a lollipop to hold. I accented her bow. I added this other word sticker piece that I found in my stash. It says, "Boldly dare to be a pup of color in a black and white world." Then this is another back die cut that was in that Kmart pack. And I also used the foam letters stickers to do the hashtag spooky. And I also gave this sunglass piece to this lady here. This sunglass is also from the odds and end pack from a different collection. And I added these accented piece by doing the Nouveau glitter drop. I love that so much. Love this piece so much. And then using the different Doodlebugs odds and end piece from one of the travel collection, because it was black and like charcoal gray, I thought it was a perfect color for the purple character, and so I used that with her. And there was a rest in peace sticker piece from the Monster Mash, and I didn't really want to use the tombstone, so I covered it. So I gave her the P, so her name is Penelope. Then I have this one here. I had a tag piece left over from previous years of Halloween, some type of Hey Pumpkin collection, maybe it was. And it was a tag piece that I had left over. So I used that tag piece and added the spider strip at the bottom. And then I also used the acetate tree branch piece from the Sweet and Spooky. And I did these. This Boo to You is from another Halloween collection, but I thought it went perfect with the orange hair color. I just love all of the acetate pieces that I got to use. Here is another one. Now this iridescent moon was also part of that Halloween die cut pack from Kmart, and I got to use the camera from the different odds and ends collection of the Doodlebug, and it says you decide your vibe. And I also got to use the butterfly die cut piece that was gifted to me in a mail. Then I had this lovely red double-decker sightseeing tour bus piece from one of the other Doodlebug collection. And guess what I did? I fussy cut all of these tiny characters from the 6x6 cut apart paper in the Sweet and Spooky, and I added them into the window. And these two characters I fussy cut from the Monster Mash, and I added the pumpkin next to him. I also decided that the little tiny ghost was the driver for all of these fun characters. I really had so much fun, I told you. Then I decided that I wanted to make coffee and books embellishment. No, I don't know how all these ideas just flowed, but it really did. So not long ago, I bought the KS Craft book die. Now it comes in two different sets, and I love making that book embellishment. See, there's the smaller size there, and this is the bigger size book. So I'm going to show you how I did them. So this is also the KS Craft coffee cup takeaway die that I've had for a while. And I also utilized some of the journaling card piece from the Luna collection, I think it was, from Prima Marketing. And then I combined it with the Doodlebug character sticker pieces and the odds and ends. So I made this one here. Also added the acetate spiderweb piece. That spider is from Monster Mash, and it says thinking of you. So I've got that. Next one here is this one. Just add pumpkin spice. Here's another one. It says hello pumpkin. So some of the orange paper is from different collection. Like this background paper here with the vampire character. That's from Hey Pumpkin, I think. A little bit of scrap that I had left over, I saved and I used it all. This one, it says just chillin' and grillin'. I thought the sticker, the words were just perfect for the Halloween theme. And I also got to use some border strips of the Doodlebug 6x6 paper. Here is another one where the base of the coffee cup is made with the Prima Marketing Luna Collection journaling card pieces. And then I also cut out a teaspoon. I added the Doodlebug candy up here and added the Doodlebug ghost. There's an acetate piece down here so you can still read the treat part. And I got to use lots of the holographic star stickers, which totally gave it a wonderful finishing touch. Here is another one where I used the Luna Collection journaling card pieces for the base. I added this pink spider acetate piece, and it says hello girlfriend, which was also from the 6x6 Sweet and Spooky. Then I also wanted to make a cauldron. Now, do I have a cauldron die? No. So what I did was I cut out this part here. Now this was a shape that I got from one of the window die that I have also used, which I'm gonna share with you. And so I chopped off the top part of the window, turned it upside down. I cut out the little strips to give it the cauldron leg pieces. I also used the candy corn strip cut apart from the 6x6 Sweet and Spooky. I used two different heart shapes, just a normal ordinary heart shape, and I added one behind here and here. Then I also used majority of the characters from the Sweet and Spooky, and for my bubble I decided that I'm gonna use lots of the bubble looking gem stickers. I really love it. And then here is the large spider piece that I had previously die cut last year that I got to use, and I added the sticker that said boo. I absolutely love this cauldron. Now because I don't have a cauldron die, I only made one of it, but I really love this embellishment. Okay, next one is, oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. I love it so much. Now this one here. Now in my recent purchase from an online store, because I wanted to create something in the coffee theme, you guys. Can you guys see? So I found one of the shaker piece that looked like the coffee pot, the Mocha Express coffee pot. And what I did was I just traced the shape and I turned it into a shaker by using this iridescent packaging material. And inside has all of the different diamond dots and like little bits of spiderweb clay pieces and the pink ghost that I showed you before. They're all in there. I used the large house, haunted house from the Sweet and Spooky and the ghost, and the pattern paper is from Monster Mash. And for the top part of the coffee pot, I had this wax seal sticker, which I added on top. And I love the sound so much. Can you guys see the shape? I just love this so much. See, and that's the back. And I added my rosette as well underneath this haunted house. And I cut out this Eat, Drink, and Be Scary from the Monster Mash. I love it so much. Okay, now I am going to show you, oh, this is a piece that I just used the Maggie Holmes Market Square plus the fussy cut image of this beautiful witch from the Luna journaling card, and I had to make one of these, so I did that. Okay, continuing on with the Sweet and Spooky. Remember how I turned that cauldron using a window die? Ta-da! This is what I did. I absolutely love it. It's a large window die that I got from AliExpress, and I backed it with the star pattern paper, which is also part of the Hey Pumpkin Halloween collection that I had a little bit of leftover. I added the bat die cut from the Kmart pack, and then I just decorated the rest with the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky pieces. And I just love it. I just really love it. And it says, I am under your spell. And I also accented this lightning part with the Nuvo drop. Oh, I just love this piece so much. I can just continue to make this piece and then turn it into a mini album if I wanted to. But I think I'm just going to keep it like this because I might turn this into a card, or I might use it as a front part of the mini album. I don't know. Or I could just use it as a tag piece. But I just decided to not think about the purpose. I just wanted to create what was coming into my head. And this is the other piece where I got to use 3 different ghosts from the Sweet and Spooky. I also used the black branches and the star pieces and the moon, accented with the Nuvo drop. I just love how the acetate piece just makes the ghost look even more unique. Okay, then, oh my gosh, I had so much fun doing this as well. I've got all of this. Now this, you guys, is also from the, okay, I gotta show you. So this is the die that I got from AliExpress a little while ago, which is meant to be a glass house die. Now it cuts out like this. You see, it cuts out like this, but I decided that I am going to use the shop awning die to cover the top. So I cut off the top part here, and then I covered it with the shop awning die, which I have here. And then I backed the back of it with the pattern paper. So then I got to make all of these. So I'll show you. Ta-da! I absolutely loved using all of the odds and end pieces. And this one just says, just creeping it real. Then I have this one here where I got to use the large spider die cut from the Kmart pack, and it says creepy. And this one was gifted to me by Marla many years ago. Many years ago, meaning 3-4 years ago, I think. And I got to use the acetate pieces as well. some sticker pieces. I just love it. Here is another one. Now this one was the I think you call it Grim Reaper or something, and I didn't like that character, and I had mentioned that in my haul video that was my least favorite character from the pack, and I covered his head with the bat and it became the bat hoodie. And he also had like this sharp bit here, which I covered it with this rainbow potion bottle type of thing, and now it looks like he's holding a rainbow flag, so which I really love him now. And it's got the owl sitting on the top of the shop awning, and this one says too cute to spook. Oh, I love it. Then I have this one here. This Frankenstein is from the Monster Mash, but the rest of the pieces is from Doodlebug, and it says I'm just here for the candy. And the background piece, these are from Hey Pumpkin, I believe. But I also got to use this pattern paper, which was one of the winning prizes that I got. And here it says Happy Haunting. Don't you just love that rainbow bit? It just almost looks like the ghosts have created the rainbow, or the magic potion, magical thing that's in the air. And I love these acetate pieces so much. And I really loved how I was able to use the Hey Pumpkin paper that actually showed the character behind the front die cut piece. Just love it. Okay, so when I cut out all of these, I am left with all of these inner pieces as well, which you're supposed to discard, right? Well, I don't do that because in my eyes, they were just too good. And I always wanted to have one of those, you know, those die cut that I think it's called Kissing Booth, or some market stall die cut. Well, I don't have those. Guess what? I was able to create a market stall, a Halloween stall, by using the shop awning piece here combined with rest of these inner pieces, and just cutting out a simple rectangular bit for the bottom, and I'll show you how I did it. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I really had so much fun. See these rectangular pieces? They were the leftover pieces of cutting out all of these different pattern paper. And I created the market stand. And I really love it. Oh my gosh, look. Okay, I'm gonna have to move some of these because now I'm creating an avalanche here. So I need to grab some of this and put it at the back. Okay. See, look, show you again. That character, that vampire is from the Monster Mash, but rest of it is from the Sweet and Spooky. So I've got that one. Oh, I love it. Okay, then I created this one. With all the ghosty, the acetate piece, the spider on her head. It says broom hair, don't care. That is actually from the Hey Pumpkin, but I thought I'll use it this time. And there's a 31 number from another DCWV. It was a leftover piece that I had from previous years. Then I created this one here. This one says trick or treat yourself. All of those characters are from Sweet and Spooky. Oh, I just love the composition, the colors. I just love everything so much. Okay, then I also had from the Monster Mash sticker sheet and things. I had these border sticker, this frame sticker, so I turned it into a shaker. And I also used it with the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky paper in the back. So you can see all of the cute characters as you shake it. And then the stickers are, the Yikes flag and the eyeballs are from Monster Mash. But inside I got to put like Halloween button pieces, like the pumpkin, those are buttons. And I got to use like lime green rose embellishment pieces instead of just using sequin mixes. I got that. This one here I used, believe it or not, this frame here is actually from the Maggie Holmes Woodland Grove. And I added black and white sequin mixes in there. And this one says, Owl Always Love You, because I used the owl. And this Owl Always Love You came from a different Doodlebug winter collection. And I got to use the large pink pumpkin behind the shaker bit I made. I also used the spiderweb die cut and the glittery sparkly star. Here is another frame one. I actually this was actually the cut apart sheet from the cut apart sheet, and I wanted to turn that frame, the scalloped edge frame, into a shaker. So I cut out the middle piece, I backed it with the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky paper, and I used the odds and end acetate piece, and it says Spookiest Halloween. And inside I added some glittery glitter bits, and also I added the spider button and the bat button as well. Here is another one. It says, Give me something good to eat. And this is a witch sticker from Monster Mash, which I combined it with the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky stickers. And inside is a matching purple witchy hat button pieces in there. You see? And I also got to use some different orange iridescent sequin mixes, as well as yellow roses and pink ghosts are in there as well. Here's another one that says Hocus Pocus, the papers from Sweet and Spooky, added button pieces and different color Halloween related color sequins in there. I just love these. So I got those. Okay, next one. Oh, I love these too so much. Oh my gosh. Look, I made this. So I had sewing type of stitching kit die set, which I got from AliExpress. And it comes with like the needle piece, and this is supposed to be like the fabric swatch shape. And it also comes with this hello. And so I die cut the hello using the Halloween Monster Mash purple. And I also used the yellow pattern paper to make the purple stand out more. I used the odds and end character. I added a piece of the owl behind this character to make him into look like wearing a Batman hat. And I got to use the spider embellishments that was in my stash. And I also used the paper straw. My paper straw happened to be perfect matching color for the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky. So I made that. Oh, I just love this embellishment, and I got to use some pom-pom pieces at the end. And I just love the how you can see all of the characters on the pattern paper. So there's one. Here's another one, using the iridescent spider piece as well. And I got to use the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky cut apart pieces. Here's another one with the pinky hair girl. So I gave her some accessories for her hair. I just love these so much, you guys. I think they're just so pretty and sweet. So I've got those. Then I wanted to continue using my Sweet and Spooky 6x6 paper that I had left after making all of these embellishments. So I made a book. I made a 5.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall book, just using the 6x6 leftover papers. And I die cut the large butterfly piece as well as the mid-sized butterfly piece to make this witch into a fairy witch. I added some acetate pieces and the stickers to do that. Now to make the pages, what I did was I selected several pieces of the 6x6 paper. Then I folded it in half. So I just scored down in the middle at 3 inches because it's a 6x6 paper. Then I used the rest of the paper to tear down a little bit and then I glued it onto the folded 6x6 paper. So when you fold it, it becomes like a 3x6, but I glued on another panel of paper from the rest of the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky to create the 5.5 wide paper. So that's how I created this book. See, I used 2 different pattern paper. I just love it. Okay, so when you open it up, yeah, I got to combine a little bit of the Monster Mash sticker pieces in here as well. And some of the cut apart pieces, like this one says, I'm just here for the booze. That's from Monster Mash. And that ghost character is from Monster Mash sticker sheet. And there is the vampire from Sweet and Spooky. And all of the papers in here are from Sweet and Spooky collection. This one here, it was just such an easy thing for me to do. So there was a 6x6 in the Sweet and Spooky where it had all of these note paper cut apart pieces. I only cut in half in the middle. So it became a 3x6 piece, and I just glued it onto this pattern paper here to create this lovely page. So this one here, can you see down here? That's a cluster I made using many different pieces. This acetate piece comes out and it just sticks behind. I can use that on something else later down the track if I wanted to. These lollipop pieces have been glued onto this stripy paper, but this becomes a tuck spot. So I can add a large size photo in here as well if I wanted to. And then this is another tag cut apart piece that I just cut it down in half from the 6x6 and attached it to this pumpkin pattern paper. And I accented it with some star pieces and the worm gummy and the bat and the candy corn pieces and things. And it just looks so colorful and bright and happy. This is another cluster I did down here just using sticker pieces, you guys. That's the other side of the note page. There's my sticker cluster down there with all of the sticker pieces. This is a tag pieces cut apart page, which I just simply cut down in half. So it became a 3x6 piece that I glued onto this pattern paper. These are the odds and end pieces that I've just glued at the side. Now I think I only glued this side here so I can actually tuck something behind these pumpkin pieces. Here is the spider web, which is also a tuck spot. It says double double toil and trouble. This is a large sticker piece that I have turned it into a tuck spot by just adding some powder behind to make it non-sticky. And I added all of these holographic stars on there. Now this is a pocket that I made using the cut apart pieces that I have glued on together to create my own panel. And it's a pocket. So this comes out. This was a Hey Pumpkin tag piece that I have left over from a couple years ago. And I added all of these odds and end pieces to create this larger piece, which becomes a writing place for me. And also it tucks in nicely like that. There is the next page. Don't you just love all of the colors in this collection? Now this is a cut apart piece from the Monster Mash. Our little monster. See how I did the paper tearing? And I just used the camera piece from another collection. It says Scary Things Go Bump in the Night. This is another tuck spot cluster I made up here with many of the different pieces from odds and end. I made this using the scraps of papers that I have left over and also using the candy pieces from the Sweet and Spooky, and it just gets tucked in there. Here is another tag piece or journaling piece I made using the scrap pieces of paper. And then here is a tuck spot down here using the candy jars. That's the other page. And here, this is a Halloween piece from another collection, but I added the ghost house from the Sweet and Spooky, and it's a tuck spot. And here is a fairy that you can pull out to journal at the back. And she goes in there like that. And I have added all of those sticker pieces and things. And then here's another haunted house. I added the acetate moon piece on top of this lovely star pattern paper from Sweet and Spooky. And here, down here, I have added the pumpkins and candy corn, and they are tuck spots. And these are like cut apart pieces that I have turned them into little tags. See? It just tucks behind. So I can write at the back, right behind the little tag pieces as well. There's the other side, and this is a pocket. Large odds and end piece that becomes a journaling card. And it just tucks in there nicely. And it just goes so well together. And that's my final page. And that's everything I have made, you guys. I have thoroughly enjoyed making all of these. And you guys, I hope some of these embellishments gave you some ideas, maybe different ideas to try if you haven't tried. And see, I can create different things just using different shapes that come into your head. Even if I didn't have all of the dies that I wanted, I was able to create fun things, and I just followed my heart, and I had amazing time making all of these. I just enjoyed the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky design so much, and I am definitely enjoying the Monster Mash as well. But some of the Monster Mash paper I am going to use for my children's scrapbook pages, and not make all the embellishments like I did with the Doodlebug Sweet and Spooky. Thank you so much for being here. It's been so wonderful sharing these with you guys. I just had tremendous amount of fun, and it was just so happy moment for me. Thank you so much, and happy crafting, everybody. Bye.